And you shall turn back to Teshuvah and obey the voice of Yahweh and do all his commands which I command you today. So again, he's reminding him, he said it earlier, now several verses later, he says, the point is returning to the path. And the path is Torah observance in the spirit and truth, in the fullness of the intent and the mechanics. Getting yourself back on the path, on the, you have your halakha, you've got the derech, you've got these words that are all throughout the scripture, and you have to get yourself back to walking the way, the path. And that path leads into the kingdom. He says you'll turn back and obey the voice of Yahweh and do all his commands, not just some, which I command you today. And by the way, he says you're going to do all his commands, which I command you today. He says you're going to turn back and do all his commands. This is something that I don't understand how they address this. There's a group out there that claims there's a Melchizedekian thing versus a Levitical thing, and everything after Exodus 24 is part of this book of the law versus the book of the covenant. I don't know. I'm in Deuteronomy now, and he's saying, all that I'm telling you to do, you need to do it when you teshuvah, when you turn back. He didn't say you only have to do just the ones that were from Exodus 19 or 20 all the way through 24. All. You need to do all that Yahweh has said. Let's continue. He says in Yahweh, if you do this now, if you do verse 8, then he says in Yahweh, verse 9, shall make you have excess in all the work of your hands, in the fruit of your body, the fruit of your livestock, the fruit of the ground for good, for Yahweh turns back to rejoice over you. For good as he rejoiced over your fathers. Yahweh doesn't want to have his vengeance burn. He wants to rejoice over you. Now guess what? Tomorrow is Sunday. You can turn on any channel and hear every preacher say how much Yahweh just wants to rejoice over you. But they don't understand it's connected to obedience. He wants to rejoice over you because you're obeying him. But all they're going to say on Sunday is, oh, God just wants to rejoice over you. And the answer is, yes, he does. But what brings this rejoicing? What makes him, you know what, when my children do what I ask, especially if they do it without me having to ask, because I've asked them in the past, and they're showing their obedience, it puts a smile on my face. I may run over and give them a big hug and a kiss because I'm rejoicing at what a good boy or girl my daughter or my son is because they're doing what I asked them to do. They're being obedient.